Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch.
Breaks into the open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Boom. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before...
Oh, he's got some space. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the run. Oh, what a cut! And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside kick. Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Now from inside the red zone. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
North Carolina, 0.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum, that would have been the way to do it. RPO complete to open the drive.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The RPO, it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
At the 19-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he was fortunate not to... Yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Stumbled to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break.
That makes the score Notre Dame 27, North Carolina 0.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Sweet cut there. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, North Carolina! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch at the 35. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catch is made at the 15. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good timing on the quick out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going to run it. Breaks the tackle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got him, and nobody's close. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Offense facing fourth down.
Good right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 13. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his spot. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
23 on the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. That is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The screen, he's got wheels. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't get him to the ground. Nice move to keep running. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Bought a little time, lets it go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the catch.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Oh, what a move. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Brings up second down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looking to throw on first down. He got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 17 to Penn State.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to sling it on second down. Trying to set up the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 6-point game getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's